With Rob Mayeda, the humidity, the winds, the heat, everything that is pushing these flames and making it difficult for firefighters is right there in your weather center. What's going on, Rob?
Yeah, they're seeing no break. We're seeing daytime, mid-afternoon fire activity, extreme chaotic behavior due to those gusty winds because we're seeing literally daytime dry conditions and still those very gusty winds around ridgetops, which are pushing those flames down to the south and west. Over my shoulder, that's a time lapse from southwest of Angwin. We've been watching the flames from the Shady Fire. This is the little complex right there that is on the east side of Santa Rosa. Moving through the narrow gap, we have the Tubbs Fire burn scar up there on the north side of Santa Rosa. You have the Nuns Fire burn scar to the south, and there's a little triangle which this particular fire seems to be navigating off to the south and west, approaching Santa Rosa and Oakmont. And look at the temperature. It's 92 degrees. 15% humidity. Again, no relief for the firefighters tonight. You can see why. All the way through 9 a.m., we're not expecting much change in the wind. Still a persistent wind out of the northeast. If we're going to see some relief, notice these speeds coming down as we head through the afternoon. Winds may start to shift out of the south as a weak sea breeze develops late tomorrow. But look at the smoke output too. Here's the other thing. Originally it was just the glass fire, but as we've heard tonight, there are 3 of those fires now burning in Napa and Sonoma County. So unhealthy air is now obviously in Santa Rosa, down towards Rohnert Park, Petaluma. Some of that too does extend down towards San Francisco. Spare the air alert tomorrow. Don't be surprised if the North Bay is actually in that red based on fire activity. Again, these smoke forecasts are issued based on current conditions. Obviously, what we're seeing right now is a lot more fire activity and smoke being generated out of the North Bay. Heat will be an issue tomorrow as well. We got 90s Bayside, temperatures close to 100 degrees inland, and this is how it's going to look hour by hour. Notice by lunchtime we're in the 90s inland. Keep a close eye on Napa and Sonoma County as we move through the afternoon. San Francisco, by the way, in the 90s tomorrow. You see Oakland also in the 90s. And triple digits all across the North Bay, inland towards Fairfield and Danville and near Morgan Hill, San Jose in the mid-90s for tomorrow. So this is what we're going to be watching, I think, this time tomorrow night. Hoping for the fog to make a quick comeback, looping up around the coast, coming through the Golden Gate, and hopefully bringing some higher humidity levels and some cooling temperatures, which we're starting to see a dent in that heat showing up with Tuesday's high temperatures. Notice San Francisco back into the 70s, Oakland in the 80s, but across the North Bay, Tri-Valley areas south of San Jose, still in the mid-90s. So this is the reason why it's going to be so tough to cool down for those inland locations. High pressure does slide to the east. It weakens a bit, but never really goes away. So for the Bayside communities, we'll see a bit of that sea breeze helping to cool things off, but very likely inland locations will be staying in the 90s for a while, at least not above 100 degrees like we'll see tomorrow. San Francisco likely will break records, high fire danger Monday. Cooling relief for San Francisco on the coast comes Tuesday into Wednesday, and you can see our valley temperatures staying above the mid-90s through Wednesday and Thursday. Then we hope onshore winds, higher humidity, cooler temperatures arriving towards the end of the week. We'll have more news and North Bay wildfire coverage right after this short break.